Hello, I'm Ronaldo Kanapka. I'm here to explain how a guitar works, and especially for beginners, and how you begin to learn about the instrument. Not only that, but like the first steps to understand how you play and how you develop that skill. That took me like around 4 years to learn, like in terms of like knowing the right notes and getting my fingers used to the chords, because in the beginning it's really like challenging, like in terms of like letting your fingers relax and be like able to go through the strings. So as this is a guitar, like strings are kind of like nylon strings, so nylon strings are better because it hurts your fingers less. So this is actually the arm, and this is the body of the guitar. And there was like 16 seven seven strings. I always like stay between 6 and 7, like that. I'm short, but it's 7, and each string is a some music note. So the first string, this one, this is A. This is E. Sorry. The second one is A. This is D. This is G. B and E again. So this is the higher E. This is the lower E. So it's like you just churn like the opposite, like, so the higher you go is going to be high, the upper you go there's going to be a higher note, and the lower you go is going to be the lower note. So basically these are notes, and how you create something, how you embody like the music that you're playing. And as a guitar, like it has different components of like, depending the kind of song you play. Some song you're just gonna like, let me show you this, playing like this, like with one string at a time. Others, you're just gonna like, you just strum down, and there's a pattern for kind of like 1 2 1 2 1 2, or depending like the rhythm of the song or the kind of song you're playing, you just like tap on top, like rock, for example, like this. And but this is like the basics, like of how you can start like playing, like knowing that. And like I mentioned, like the fingers, especially if you like right-handed, like especially the left one, once you start playing like very like in the beginning, like it will hurt until your fingers get used to the pain, like into like moving your fingers around. So it's a process that takes time. And the basic, like the real basic starts like to adapt your fingers and your hands like to the guitar, and how you play, and how you interact with the instrument. And once you get used to your fingers being like moving around, and now you, if you stay a while without playing, it still hurt. But once you get used to like playing, like your fingers slowly, little by little, will stop like hurting, will stop like being so like a strong like to the guitar. So you'll be like getting used to the to the strings, and your hand being like moving and playing. Uh, Another thing that is really important, like as you begin, is just like knowing like the position. So usually like the position you play, like, so usually like your left foot, like if you're right, you just like you put this leg up, so the guitar is kind of like this, not playing like straight like this, because it's not gonna work. And once you're a beginner, like once you get used to, like it's more easier like to adapt yourself and just to play. But as a beginner, it's easier to do like this, because it'll make your posture better. You're not suffering any pain or anything. It's just gonna be like easier, like just to string down, and in with the good posture, you don't have to like feel pain, or like feel like in an uncomfortable position for it. And over here is just way you just, for the strings, like when you're just making the right tone. And for a guitar, you always have to make in the right tone, like like this guitar has its own, so you don't need like to buy those ones separate. Like you put like the old ones usually like has like little lights you put like in your lap to charge to turn, and the other one, the new ones, you just like put like it's like these, but this is like just for when you're playing like have to hold the whole string, so you just play this like to make the sound better. But there's a little one that you put like this and just like looking when it stays green, like is in tune, when it's red is in tune. So you always have to like put on tune like to play, because it will not sound good if you don't put like in tune, and it will be weird, like the sound is not gonna be like good to play. So that's the main thing of it. In terms of like playing this instrument itself, usually starts with like very like smooth and easy notes. So some people just go one string at a time, so it is a better way to learn, or just play like a simple song like this one. Sorry, it's a second. It's kind of like this. I just like, let me see. So it's kind of like this that you start. I'm not a professional, I just like still learning, but like that's the way you do it. And I have been a long time that I don't play, so with busy life, so just coming back to it now. But like it's just how you like start like in small steps. You don't start like just like start like this, like because it needs like some steps to get there. There's other parts that is really important is just to know like the right rhythm, and music is like math, so you have to follow like the right sequence of the notes. If you fail to like do that sequence, like it doesn't match. So it's like I say, it's like math. You have to follow a sequence to match the song, and so it's just like a demonstration of like that you know how like play, and just like doing the right way, like not just like playing like with creating your own way. Like there's a pattern in a chord like note like to follow. Yeah. So it's basically learning how to strum, and but the main like one is like main song that usually people learn is like this one. So basically this is just like just two notes, so it's easy you to catch it and to know how to like start moving your hands, kind of, so you don't have like to like do all crazy stuff, whatever. So basically you just need to follow this pattern like with two notes, and once you finish some songs, like when you finish that pattern, you have to go back all again. So as you see like in this booklet, so basically you found in the pattern, so this is actually a song, so you just have to follow the notes sequence. This one like you just do all like but some of them like you have to come back, or yeah, like this one you started like in the beginning, so but then you go from start to end, but then when you restart like from, I think from the second line over here, because like is how the song is, and So it's just a bunch of like different songs that you play, and that you just like jot down, and that you just like follow like that sequence. And it's funny, like before like starting playing, like I was always thinking the hardest part is hard still, but the hardest part was this part, like of when you move your fingers and just to play. But I found out this part is really hard too, because you gotta like match with this one the way you play. So it's like you have like I mentioned, like playing like this with some fingers. This is usually like classical music, which you use like your fingers like this, or like in music like in the beginning when you want like to be like soft, and or especially if you have like a voice that is not very high, so you don't play like songs like screaming or whatever. The pattern for rock is usually like this, like this one. Let's see. Sorry. So you just tap on run, and there's another one called Guarania, so that's for more country music. So you just like you get like two like from the bottom, so some of them was like this, so you get two doing two different times, like you gotta do like in the very like right speed, like in the right like sequence. So it requires like to a lot of practice and a lot of like notion of that. So that's the process. Thanks for watching. I will post a second video like of me playing, so it's easier to see. But it's just like a short explanation of like how to begin playing a guitar. Thank you.